What's up guys, Tech Geek Josh here bringing you guys a comparison. This time we will be comparing the ZTE Warp 7 versus the Huawei Ascend XT. Let's go. Alright, so before I start out, I would like to apologize for not making any videos lately. I've actually gotten a couple devices from the swap meet. One of them being the Samsung Galaxy Lite. I didn't get this thing from the swap meet. I bought this from someone for very cheap. But this is not the video. This is not on the Galaxy Lite, but I'm just letting you guys know I bought some used phones. This happens to be one of them. And this is currently my daily driver at the moment. As you can see, the back is very worn out. As you can see, it's all rubbed off. This is specifically a Metro PCS variant, as you can see right here. Fully works. Awesome performing phone. It's supposed to say like Samsung back here if I'm not mistaken, but the person before me really used it. Camera does have some scratches. Don't know how well my camera's going to pick it up. If you can see that there, it does have some scratches. It's an awesome little phone. I really love it. It's my current daily driver. And I bought some other ones that I don't currently have here with me, so just to let you know. And just to let you know, I might be producing videos every Wednesday. And today happens to be Wednesday, so I'm bringing you guys this video. I'm basically giving you guys a quick update without making a separate video saying just a quick update, if you know what I mean. Alright, so let's get on to the video. Apparently some dust got onto this ZTE already. But as you can see, the ZTE still has the stock screen protector from the box. I never took it off. It has come apart up here, it has come off a little bit, but I tried my best to rub it back on there. Both these devices are turned on, and I just realized I have not connected them to my network. So let me go ahead and do that really fast. Let me go ahead and do the Warp 7. Okay, the Huawei is now connected. Come on, Warp 7. Should be on by now. Warp 7 is a hella fast phone. Excuse me, I might be getting Facebook messages. Okay, that was false alarm. Alright, so as you see, they're both turned on, so let's go ahead and do a power down test. And I got some Instagram notifications as I rudely drop it. Alright, so let's go ahead and power them off. ZTE is at 78, Huawei is at 70. So which one will be powered down first? So it looks like the Ascend XT followed by the Warp 7. Warp 7 not too far behind. Alright, now that they're powered off, let's go ahead and power them back on. 3, 2, 1. Huawei took longer to turn on there. I was still holding the button on the ZTE when the Huawei powered on. Android, AT&T. Very clean. Looks very clean. I'm just checking my phone over here if I have any notifications. In the meantime, while we wait for these phones to power up. I'm still getting over a cold, by the way, so don't mind my sniffling. Alright, so the ZTE says Android is starting apps. And it looks like the Warp 7 is functional before the Huawei. It's nothing special though, as I mistakenly swiped the wrong direction apparently on the notification. Alright, so the Huawei not too far behind, but the Huawei does not have the Wi-Fi turned on. The Wi-Fi is already on the Warp 7, now it's turned on. And it looks like they basically stayed about the same. Percentage. The Warp 7 is now at 77%. Don't mind that. Make sure everything's cleared out in the multitasking, which it is. Alright, let's go ahead and launch a few apps. Starting with Pandora. No, actually not Pandora. I have the old Pandora here, the free version, and the new one down here on the Ascend. Alright, skip that. Let's go to Facebook because both of these have Facebook pre-installed. And if I'm not mistaken, they should be the updated version or the new version. Warp 7 won that one, but the Huawei didn't take too much longer. Can't seem to get them aligned. I'm not going by the screen, I'm going by like the body of them, by the way. Shout out to David DeFranco. He happens to be at the top of my feed right now. Now let's go to YouTube. Both of these have 16 gigabytes of internal memory with 2 gigs of RAM. Very nice specs. Sorry, just mark some notifications out of the way. Let's go over here. Subscriptions. Shout out to Paul Tech for being at the top of my list on my subscriptions tab. See, as you can see here, they're basically neck and neck when going through some tabs. The Warp 7 looks like it scrolls a little smoother though, and I have all these videos to watch. The Huawei had to reload for some odd reason, probably because I did that. As you see, reload. Alright, back out of there. Snapchat. Wow, the Warp 7 was first. Huawei at least 2 seconds behind. So these devices are literally neck and neck at this point. Let's go to Play Store. Or no, Kick. Warp 7 blazing right there. The Play Store. Yeah, these devices are extremely fast, which is so satisfying. I'm probably not making sense when I say that, but satisfying because no one likes to wait for their device to do a certain thing. Sorry about that. Now let's go to phone or dialer, however you, or whatever you want to call it. Just oh, that was a mistap. Sorry about that. The Huawei brung up the dialer, but they literally like opened at the same exact time. Contacts, let me find contacts over here on the Huawei. Looks like the Huawei brung it up first. Warp 7 not too far behind on that one. Messaging. They both have very weird messages. The ZTE, however, asks for my location for messages. When I press deny, it just closes. So, there's that. Let's go to camera. The Warp 7 has a stunning, or pretty damn good, 13 megapixel rear camera, as opposed to only an 8 megapixel on the Huawei. But the Huawei proves to be still an awesome picture taker. Warp 7 looks like it started first. Switch to the front. Huawei switch to the front, and as you can see up here, like wherever I move, it keeps my face in frame, which is very cool. Very nice feature. And after a certain time, it does go away, and it is on beauty on the Huawei. Let's switch to photo. As you can see, as I move back and forth, it's kind of hard to tell. I don't know which one picks it up better. So they both have very smooth frame rates, but it looks like the Huawei is actually smoother. Looking off camera, it looks like the Huawei is smoother. So there's that. Back to the rear. Back home. Swipe this way. Let's go to Periscope. Happens to be the first app I look at. Warp 7 won that one. Huawei at least 2-3 seconds behind. Not too noticeable. Google Plus. The ZTE won that one, but it looks like the Huawei updated the feed first automatically, which is nice. Now Instagram, I have to find Instagram. It looks like the ZTE won that one. I got a like. Shout out to Drohas Daniel 90. Shout out to him. Sorry, I might be pronouncing your name wrong. Drohas Daniel 90. Shout out to you. Going back home. Oh, you registered as a long press for some reason on the Huawei. Let's go and move it out of the way. Now let's go to gallery. I really don't have any real photos like of the outdoors on any of these devices. So I really wasn't paying attention to that one, so I guess let's go ahead and do that again. Exact same time right there. Let's go to settings. ZTE brought it up first. ZTE overall won that one. Let's go to Messenger. ZTE won that one. And it logged me out on the Huawei, which is to be as expected. Now let's go to Google Maps. So as you can clearly see how fast these devices actually are. It's quite nice. And just pinch out so you don't see my location, even though I don't have location on. And we're still waiting for the Huawei for some odd reason. Both have the exact same specs: 2 gigs of RAM, 16 gigabytes of storage. But the Huawei supposedly has an octa-core 616 processor. And my microphone probably didn't pick up that well because I said it wrong with whistle. Octa-core 616 processor on the Huawei here, so I don't know if it should be faster or slower than the ZTE. ZTE only has like a Qualcomm Snapdragon 400 or 410 processor. I can't remember. It's been a while. What else can we test? Battery doctor. ZTE rung it up first. Well, I should say opened it first. Excuse me. ZTE won that one. Huawei is at least 4 seconds behind on this test. Now, I don't really like to open this app because I mainly open it when I charge the devices. Other than that, I don't like to open it unless I really have to. Now let's go to the app drawer. And let's go to calculator. ZTE won that one. Calendar. Sorry about this, just messages. It looks like the ZTE won that one, but I could be wrong. Let's go to Chrome and load up Phone Arena, the usual site. Already loaded on the ZTE. Thank you, Huawei. You can now refrain from doing that. I'm still getting over a cold if I haven't mentioned that already. So excuse whatever I do. Excuse my coughing or sniffling. Stock Huawei keyboard versus Google keyboard, just to give you a idea. Phone Arena in 3, 2, 1. Both are connected to the same Wi-Fi network, and it looks like the Huawei is actually ahead because you can see image on here and not on here. In terms of scrolling while they're still loading, it looks like the ZTE has much better scrolling, as you can see here, with hints of lag, as you can see there. And it went back to the top on the ZTE. ZTE is frozen right now. Add by AT&T. Okay. No thank you. But they both have, they're both very laggy when scrolling, but that's because this site probably has flash content. You gotta keep that in mind. But they scroll about equally, So there's how they scroll. There's load time on the internet, on Chrome. Clock. To this day, I still prefer the look of the clock. The blue background with like the pinkish button. I still prefer the look of that. Let's go to, or let's now go to, what else here? What else? Google Play Music, why not? It's not updated on ZTE, as you will see. Yeah. Can't seem to get these devices in frame, or in the center. No thanks, allow. Both devices ask for very weird, permissions that shouldn't be asked. Sorry, I don't pronounce things right. Songs. Don't have it. I only have one song on the Huawei apparently. I need to get songs on them for my enjoyment when I decide to listen to them. Listen to music. Now, I guess for the final app, I do not have Twitter on the ZTE. I'm contemplating if I should get it. Alright, for the last app, let's go to 10,000 wallpapers. Excuse a fire truck in the background. You might be going onto the freeway because I live right next to a freeway. So the ZTE loaded it first, as you can see here. Huawei at least 3 seconds to 4 seconds behind, but as you see, they both scroll very well. Let's go to hot, featured. Oh, ZTE won that one. Liked. Yeah, you see that there. Alright, now that's it for the app opening test. Let's go ahead and see which one keeps apps open the longest. I have a bunch of apps in the multitasking. Okay, the Huawei's a little bit stuttery. It's heading. There you go. Let's go to. Apparently, Snapchat was the last one. Snapchat. ZTE won that one. Huawei had to reload that one, which is very weird. So, let me see. Where's Facebook? Where'd Facebook go? Oh crap. I know I opened it. You guys saw that. It's not on the Huawei. It's not showing on the Huawei. Well, anyway, let's go back to YouTube and see if it's on here on the Huawei. Okay, apparently that's not either. Kick, I know that is. I just saw it. Right here. ZTE won that one. Not too far on the Huawei. So it looks like the ZTE Warp 7 keeps apps open the longest, which is very nice. Let's go to Play Store. If I can find it here. Yeah. Okay, it looks like Huawei kept that open in the background. Now let's go to, what else? Let's go to Dialer. Both had to reload that, but it looks like the Warp 7 won that one. It defaulted to the contacts for some reason, but there you go. As you can see, it's up and down with the Warp 7 and side to side with the Huawei. Messaging, you find it really quick. Right here. The Huawei brung it. Well, actually, yeah, the Huawei won that one. And now let's go ahead and mark them out of the way, or delete them. I prefer the ZTE Warp 7 personally because I like the way that the multitasking is rather than to swipe up. The Huawei kind of reminds me of iOS because iOS does the same thing, but you can't, however, move 2 or more apps with your finger. You can only move 1, and you do have a clear all function right down there. There you go, and it shows you how much you freed up. I don't think it says that on the ZTE, but there you go, guys. That about does it for this video. Personally, I like the Warp 7 better, not only because it seems to be better at loading things, but just because it has a really good camera that I have yet to test. I have to test it soon. But the Huawei is good because it offers a really big 6-inch display at 720p for both devices. The Huawei does not have a removable battery, whereas the ZTE Warp 7 does. And I think the Warp 7 has a bigger battery at 3080, and the Huawei only has a 3000 mAh battery, if I'm not mistaken. Going to sleep there, buddy. Come on, wake up. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and just to let you know, I'll try to produce videos every Wednesday for probably 2 or so weeks. That includes today and probably next Wednesday. And be on the lookout because I might be doing some videos of my old devices, like this one, against something like the 5S, or probably against these two. Just of whatever I so choose, because apparently nobody is requesting anything anymore. So apparently that does it for the user. That does it for the subscriber requested comparisons. So it looks like I'll be doing comparisons by myself of whatever device I so choose. And it looks like the Warp 7 fell asleep on me. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Come on. Bye.